All right, this is my first YouTube video of the year. Um, Topic is semen retention. Title of the video is going to be day 25. So I'm going to keep my expectations low for this video because, I haven't made any videos since September. But the whole point is to kind of just track my progress. This will be like a time capsule 10, 20 years from now. I'm going to look back. Oh, wow, that's me when I was 21. Also, I could see how I talk because I I really don't feel like I have the amount of self-awareness that I used to believe that I did. I notice myself taking on other people's personalities. When I'm around certain people, it kind of changes the person that I am. I don't know why I do that. I don't know how it happens. It just happens. I'm not even conscious of it happening. And I also just want to grow as a person, but I want to just detail my success. I want to I want to see it built from the ground up. And I just got out of jail like in April. Before that, I was homeless for like 2 weeks. Before that, I was living out of my 2022 Kia Niro. Before someone T-boned me they ran a red light, T-boned me going 60 miles an hour. And I only had liability insurance, so I only had the insurance to cover if I hit someone. But no, someone twice my age fucking hit me. Hmm. Um, and before that, I was kicked out of my parents' house, which is where I'm at right now. But I'm about to move out of here. And I've only been out of jail for 2 months and 3 days. So, yeah, this has been just an extremely rough year for me. I have not had like I mean, I had breaks and everything. Like I bought this amp. I don't know if you can see it in the closet right here. This amp right here, you can see in the closet. That was an $1,100 set of machinery. And I bought that this year at the beginning of January. No, I could have bought an apartment. I could have got my own apartment, but no, I wanted to have a big ass amp. Because I like playing music. It's a passion of mine. In September, I will have been playing for 5 months. I mean, 5 years. 5 years on guitar, and it's just sometimes I feel like that's what I was created to do, or just make music and organize it in a way that is appealing to the mind. Because I feel like, dude, 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 music today is so black. Not all of it, but the majority of it that you see on the billboards is fucking ass, dude. I was born in 2004. Okay, it's 2026 right now. This should be my prime time for experiencing the music of my generation and be like, oh yeah, every generation's like, oh, this our generation was the best. Oh, had the best music. I feel like from the 50s to the 2000s, that was a valid thing to say. But we're looking back at the 2010s, ass. I mean, not all of it's ass, but like the music that is charting the charts. Now, I'm talking specifically about rock music. I'm not really talking about rap music. I feel like the rap music of the 2010s was like it deserves its own category. Like, I don't really like listen to rap like that, even though I'm black, but I still like I think it can be refreshing after listening to a certain genre for a long time. But I can't stand in it for like I could freestyle better than most of you guys' favorite rappers. But I can't listen to rap for a long term. Like I used to want to be a rapper when I was like 13 or something, but just like it gets repetitive. There's not really like it's just some fucking poet over some beat that someone else made. Like that's lame, dude. That's lame. Make your own beat. Um, but anyway, what was I even talking about, man? I'm tripping. Okay, the rock music of today, like, yeah, we have a couple bangers here and there, but there's not. It's like it's Dookie, like Youngblood, bro. Your music sucks, bro. I'm just gonna say it, dude. Like, I, as a 20-year-old, I made better music than you. Maybe not as a 19-year-old. Like, I maybe had one or two songs. But as a 20-year-old, I would much rather, I think people would much rather listen to my music than listen to whatever the fuck you're making. Like, all these rock star industry plants, like Machine Gun Kelly, bro, you suck. I can't stand your music, but I mean, that's like from like 3 years ago, most. I'm not really worried about it, but I'm just super passionate. I feel like I was sent here to change what the fuck you guys got going on down here. Like the rock music is just bad, dude. There's nothing iconic about it. It's like if you want to make, if you want to find the good music, it's always someone trying to replicate the 90s era or the 2000s or the 80s. Like, what is our era right now? What is in the 2020s? You know what I'm saying? Like, what do we have here right now? What is gonna set our generation, our decade apart and make it like, you know, better than the rest? Now, let me say this. The live music, all the live shows that I've been to, like 90% of them, amazing, amazing. The music is not bad. The music is good. It's well performed. It makes you feel good. It's like a lot of these bands, I feel like besides Youngblood, I feel like they would be good to see live, but their recordings are just, I'm not buying that out of a CD store, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not, I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, I I just started to realize that I need to make changes in my life because I've been trying to do this ever since I was 17, 18. I've been trying since I was 17, but I started playing guitar when I was 16 for 1 week and then I quit for an entire year and I didn't pick it up until actually an entire year later. And then I never stopped since. I mean, I've had like month breaks, which I will never take again, except for when I went to jail this year. But uh, I think, since I've been 18, I've been trying to start a band. Really 17, but you can't really, like I said, you can't really count that because it's like, you know, I couldn't even play a fucking power chord. Okay, so 18, I would say right before I turned 18, I mean 19, I would have been ready to be in a band. I mean, it wouldn't have been perfect, you know, but we could have made some good stuff. But I've had just so many distractions in my life. And that's where like semen retention kind of just wakes me up a bit, makes me focus on like what I'm actually trying to accomplish, what I actually want to do. And, you know, it shows me where I'm going wrong in my life. Like right now, I'm gonna pull up, um, I had to go on a walk in the woods to talk to the creator real quick because I told him like I lost the plot. I forgot what I'm supposed to be doing. Like not kind of forgot, but it just slipped my mind, and I don't like, huh? What am I supposed to be doing again? And I'm like, dude, you never talk to me. You never say anything. All you do is you just send you just send people to tell me stuff. Or you do it through this. Like, can you like actually tell me something in my ear? But now I have this list of things. He's started constantly repeating himself over and over again. He says, if you want to be the person that you want to become, you have to do the things that that person does. Right now, you have the life that you have because you're doing the things that make you the person that you are. And those things would include scrolling or watching porn or just jerking off without watching porn or just like being lazy and just lashing out in anger. Like all those things, like they bring you the life. They created your life, what you have right now. And they are the reason that you're not sufficient when you should be. So I've imagined this, he told me that before, but I'm like, what? What does that even mean? So I just had to like lock in, okay, what kind of life do I want? And what do I need to cut out? Not what do I need to add to my life, what do I need to remove to get the life I want? All right, so I wrote down a couple of bullet points. I want to focus on my purpose. I want to have 100 to 150K a year making money. That's the amount of money I want to make a year. I want to make catchy music. I don't want to scroll aimlessly. I don't want to eat food aimlessly. I don't want to be an idolatrous person. I don't want to watch Christian content anymore that convicts me. I don't want to get caught up in a state of conviction from the Holy Spirit. I don't want to watch any superhero, NBA, or worldly content anymore. For that last one, I'm going to explain like the last three. I'll just go through each one, starting from the bottom up. I don't want to watch superhero or NBA worldly content anymore. Like, what does it add to me to learn about like Spider-Man's 10 greatest foes? Like, it doesn't do anything for me. Like, why the fuck am I even watching that shit, dude? NBA, obviously that shit is rigged, dude. I mean, it's entertaining, but like again, doesn't add anything to me. All right, I don't want to. I wrote I don't want to get caught in a state of conviction from the Holy Spirit. I don't want to be like I don't want to be hearing that. Nobody likes hearing that, dude. So I just want to do what I'm supposed to do, and I don't have to hear that. Next, I don't want to watch Christian content anymore that convicts me. Now, everything has its purpose, right? But this kind of relates to the last one where I don't want to be like, I don't want to be doing stuff that I'm not supposed to because then I'm gonna have to hear stuff that I don't want to hear. So the thing is, like, there are some creators out here that will kind of go against what like the message of this book is, and they'll kind of like twist it around and stuff, and they kind of make it seem like, oh, you lost your salvation, and it's stressful. It's stressful as frick because you have to really know the word, and you have to trust that your understanding of the word is correct. But guess what? You wouldn't even have to be in this mental arena if you were just doing what you're supposed to do. And 9 times out of 10, that does not include watching videos on YouTube. All right, so I don't even want to find myself in an area like that anymore. I just want to be doing what I'm supposed to be doing, right? I don't want to be an idolatrous person. So, a lot of stuff in the Bible I used to disagree with because, I had, such a hatred for everything supernatural, and I wanted to believe that it was real, but I couldn't allow myself. And I didn't understand the reason for all the rules and everything. But now I'm starting to see that every rule has its purpose and everything is meant to protect you. And I see the reason for most of those rules, but idolatry is kind of like I don't really get it. I don't really get what counts as idolatry. I don't get I don't understand it as a concept. And a part of me doesn't want to understand it because I think a part of me knows that a lot of that stuff will have to be dead. As we say in jail, that shit is dead, bro. That shit is dead. But I know in my heart that like by not being an idolatrous person and putting anything else before God, I feel like that could bring me some kind of joy or fulfillment. It can protect me from a lot of stuff. So I just want to make sure that's my goal right there. I don't want to eat food aimlessly. Now, if you look at me, like I am super skinny. Like I am like you can see my rib cage showing. Now, this isn't like to watch my weight or anything, but this is to like gain control of myself. Because when you're just eating food, constantly putting all this. Don't even get me started about the ingredients, bro. You're just putting food in your body. You lose control. You lose self-control, and then you stop breathing. You stop breathing, and you stop like doing stuff that actually like makes you productive. You know, like I've been out of college. Like I dropped out of college in October of 2024, and those next 3 months I tried to get into Bitcoin and stuff, or not Bitcoin, meme coins. I made a fuck ton of money, bro. God, lost a fuck ton of money, bro. Okay, so then I had to move back in with my parents, and I spent the entire year like, yeah, I had a car. Like by April, I had my own car, and it was nice, and I had a car throughout the whole year. But and I released like the album, bro. As a 20-year-old, I made the album, but I lost the plot. I broke some semen retention records that year, but I also kind of fucked up, and that one slip up. Which I'll make a video in the future about it, kind of like detailing where I went wrong last year. But that one slip up literally led me down the path of going to jail within the next few months. Like, it's crazy how like it's all connected and it all goes back to eating food aimlessly. That's why like fasting is so important. But I don't want to eat food unless it's like providing value to my body, right? Next thing, I don't want to scroll aimlessly. I mean, this one should be obvious. We all do it. It's like whoever is up there, like puppeteering things, engineered those apps specifically, like slot machines, and they kind of short your brain out, make things that are important to do harder for you to do. And, you know, shit, dude, like it is not cool. It's not cool at all, but you gotta have self-control. That's why I'm not deleting like my Instagram, my TikTok, or my YouTube or anything. Two reasons. One, because I've found so much useful stuff on there. It's it's really like changed my life. And number two, I should be able to have self-control and not go on those apps without deleting them because it's always like one click away. Like I've tried, I've been through it. I delete Instagram, I delete TikTok. I'm like, I'm done with you. I'm never watching you again. Leave me alone. Like that's all and then I just end up downloading it the next day. So it's really about discipline. It's really always just going to be one or two clicks away. So you don't have to delete it. You just have to have the self control, right? And I want to make catchy music. So anyone that knows anything about me knows that I used to smoke weed a lot from the ages of 17 to 21. And the only time I stopped was to take a month break. from in June 2024 when I was 19, which is actually when I gave my life to Christ too. So, those things have some like acute correlation. But every day I would smoke weed, like no days off. Like I think one time I took a 3-day break. One time when I was 18, but that's it. And it would be so easy for me to make music that sounded good, especially from the ages of like 20 to 21. Like anything that I made under the influence of weed sounded like a Billboard 100 type shit, you know what I'm saying? And it was like that from like the ages of 17 to 19, and but it was kind of like rare. 19 it was more common, but it was doing more harm than it was good for me. And I got out of jail, you know, and I'm like, damn, I whenever I smoke weed, one, I'm getting extremely fucking high. It feels like I'm on acid right now. Two, I I'm making good stuff, but you know, can you make that without the weed? And if you can't, is that really you? So that's like that's what this means, catchy music. It means like sober, catchy music that cause when I was in jail, I was like in the shower, like making up like these fucking songs in my head and they sounded amazing. And I was sober. So I know that I have it within me, right? I want to have 100 to 150K. Um, so I don't really want to disclose my plans about how I'm gonna make this money because I I've had to learn the hard way that you do not disclose your plans to anyone. Just do that shit, dude. Stop getting that dopamine release in your head. Oh, it feels good, man. I'm gonna tell you about it because then you're not gonna do it. I'm not talking about how I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna do that shit, right? I want to focus on my purpose, which is ultimately, I believe that my purpose is to serve God and make Him happy, make Him feel good. Because, like, like, how? If I know that's where I'm going and I'm gonna have to meet Him face to face, why wouldn't I just do everything I can to make Him happy and like make Him feel like he's smoking a joint or something? Like, if I could do that, then I'm good. And I also believe like I have like a deep calling to bring people with me into heaven. Like, how can I just sit here and watch freaking Marvel movies and sit around smoking weed trying to make the best song ever when there are literally people that are gonna burn in eternity forever? That's fucked up. So I think my purpose has three things like intertwined into it. Serve like but it's like all like kind of like serving God, but it's like make God happy, bring with as many souls with me to heaven, and make music for my Father. All right. So this has been my first YouTube video. That was fun, right? I got work in like an hour and a half, so that's it. That's wraps. You have a good day.